Right, so today we're going to talk about soapwort. Soapwort's an old English cottage garden plant. It's quite attractive, it's got pinky white flowers, and there's one other thing about it. It's quite keen to grow in your garden, otherwise known as invasive. And so what I've been doing this morning is digging mine up. And it's actually just there on the path behind me. So we're going to have a quick look at the plant, and then we're going to have a quick look at how to make your own soap, which is of course why soapwort gets its name. It's a soap plant. Okay, so that's the pile of plants that I pulled up, and that's the area it used to occupy, and it filled that entire area, and it started off as quite a small plant. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking some of that plant and we're taking root cuttings from it, and I'm putting them in the pot there, and then at the same time I'm going to prepare some of the plant to turn into soap, and it needs to soak in some water, in some strong sunlight to get it nice and hot. So hopefully, if I set this going, it's now about 1 o'clock, set that going, we'll come back in a couple of hours time and we'll see how it is. So first of all, I've got to recover some of the plant into a pot, and I'm using a pot to stop it being quite so invasive as it has been, but I still want to keep the plant. So I'll show you first of all what I'm going to do with those in just a tick. Okay, so here are my soapwort cuttings, divisions, root cuttings, whatever you want to call them. It looks quite rough, but what I've done is I've taken some sections of plants, I've removed most of the above ground stem and leaves and left myself with a section of root. Now the root there, you can see if we can get it in focus, it's got a few tiny little roots on. That's absolutely plenty on a plant like this. We're going to set them in the pot like so. So there we have it. I have roughly stuck them in the pot, made sure their roots are all under the soil surface, the leaves sticking up. I'm going to give them a really good water now to make sure that they get a good start, and then that pot is going to go somewhere on a paving stone where the roots can't get out the bottom of the pot and back into the flower bed, so probably go in the backyard near the house. The rest I'm going to prepare to make some soap from, and probably going to compost a lot of it as well because there's a huge amount there. Okay, so the active ingredient is saponins, and the plant actually contains saponins in every single part of it. What we're going to use today is the leaves, because I've got lots of them, and it saves us washing the soil off the roots. So you take the leaves and you rip them up into shreds like that, and then we need to put them in a container of water like that, and we're going to put as many as I can sensibly fit in there, and you can see they're all nicely mashed up. So we're going to pat that down, get them all in there, get them nicely soaked in the water, and then I'm going to put a black bin bag over the top. It's not that sunny today, and hopefully the black bin bag will just help it get that little bit hotter. And like I say, we'll come back in a couple of hours time now and see how that's doing, and I'll show how we can build up a lather with it. Right, so I've just popped out at the end of the day to have a look at the soapwort that's been soaking all day. So it's been soaking with the black bag on it, and you can see, if you give it a good squeeze, it's actually not been very hot today, not very sunny. And there we go, you can see there's a bit of a lather forming. All I have to do is scrunch it up. And it feels quite soapy, does the water. And sometimes when I'm out in the garden, that's what I used to wash my hands with. So quick and easy, soapy water for hand washing in the garden, all from a plant you can grow yourself. And to prove a point, here is the same mix 24 hours later. I've got really muddy hands from doing some gardening, and all we have to do is give it a really good scrunch, And then just use the leaves to wash the hands. And you can rub off the odd little bit of green, ignoring the blisters, to spotlessly clean hands. Absolutely no chemicals involved.